not eating that.
So the question is, why don't we support our own black businesses like that? That sell chicken and ribs and all kinds of stuff in the hood. Why don't we do that?
I'm gonna tell you the first thing.
The man.
We always want a discount. You ever notice that?
Facts.
If you selling something, somebody wants a discount somewhere.
That's true.
And my frat brother, shout out to Chico, he told me when I sold my first album, I just wanted everybody to hear it. So I was trying to give it away.
Right.
Chico said, I'm investing in you. I'm paying full price. I'm paying full price for your merch. I don't want the family discount. I don't want none of that.
Right.
So till this day, anytime I'm supporting a black-owned business, I never ask for a discount. Even if they say back, nah, man, I'm gonna get no. I need to know full price. I don't care how much it is. I'm paying for it because I'm supporting you. I'm supporting you. Why do I need the hookup? We always looking for the hookup. Or something hot that fell off the back of the truck. You know what I mean? Like why are we taking less?
I think it's, and to add to your point, J-Mo, and add to your point, Devin, when you ask why we don't support black business, the hookup is definitely, I know that because I had a clothing store. So
you own the black business. Right.
So I didn't know about the hookup thing.
And I'm sorry, man. I never came to your store, man. I didn't support your black business, and you my man. But I don't know, I just wasn't in the area. But I promise you definitely had the product that I would have definitely bought. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But so I already know about the hookup thing. And then, and I would hook cats up. J-Mo, you had the store too, so I know you experienced it as well.
Absolutely. Can I get a discount?
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, school time.
Yeah.
Can I get a discount?
If I get $200 worth, can I get you do that when you go to Walmart?
Absolutely.
You do that when you go to Macy's?
Facts.
You do that at Nordstrom's? At Boscov's? No. So, but I would give discounts too, you know what I'm saying? But back to what I was going to say is that I think a lot of us too feel like, first of all, they look at a lot of, say you own a business, and J-Mo, you own several businesses.
Right.
And on Facebook, if you post something, Jay, congrats, what's the cat in Denton?
Teray, my god brother Teray.
Exactly.
Nat.
So proud of that young brother, man, picking up the mantle and starting it. And that's a big leap right there.
Absolutely.
Big leap of faith to do that. You putting everything, getting rid of everything, you putting everything all in that one basket to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Ride or die. So for him to do that, I commend him. But I guarantee you, obviously everybody's not for you.
No.
But they'll do all that on Facebook, but when they come through, they don't want to see you come up.
No.
Because we don't want to contribute to your come up as much as we say congratulations, I'm proud of you and all that. Yeah. But I ain't trying to see you go further than me.
Listen, I will have somebody say, well, where is this money going?
That too.
So when I buy a pair of Nikes, do I think that money directly going to Kobe?
Right.
I don't know whether it's going to Kobe or not, but why do I need to know if somebody's coming up? Because if you put that sweat equity in, you're supposed to get something out of it.
Definitely.
But we will be so concerned about somebody doing better than why am I going to give you my money? Why ain't you going to give me your money?
Jealous one's envy. Jealousy and
it's
envy
weird.
is something
I always wondered why people had, like, remember online, like people had such an issue with Tidal. Like, I ain't subscribing to Tidal. I ain't doing that.
Right,
I ain't subscribing to Tidal. I would tell you, I ain't giving him my money.
I got Spotify already. I got whatever.
Yeah. And I was always like, I mean, you don't question Apple. You don't question anything that you give your personal information to. And, Becca said, I'm pretty sure your project's been on Spotify. They pay pretty decent for, compared to some of the other streaming services. They're not the best, but they pay pretty decent. So, I mean, I don't know why we don't support our own. I mean, and that's a question. I mean, it could go into self-hate. It could go deeper.
I was just about
into
to
something
say that.
so much deeper than we probably even have enough time to really discuss. But I will say this: support Beck's album that's out right now. Support his EP. Support all the brothers in this room that are trying to do something, man, because that's what it's about. I mean, anybody contributing positively to society, deserves an opportunity to reap the benefit of their sweat equity.
Definitely. And kind of piggyback on what you just said, it is ingrained in us, and it does go back all the way back to 1619. We were talking about.
Oh man.
We talk about. We had the ladies on from the Harriet Tubman Legacy Foundation last week. Was on the show. Yeah, having a big deal. Julius Garvey, Marcus Garvey's son, is going to be in Cambridge, celebrating on September 7th. So make sure everybody listening, go to the Harriet Tubman Center in Cambridge. It's going to be a big event. Of course, and the movie comes out November 1st in theaters. So, but going back to that time, you can't tell me that there was some jealous cats that once they found out Harriet was getting some folks away and they couldn't. Where'd J-Mo go?
Absolutely.
J-Mo gone to Philly.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? He's going up the plantation.
Right.
Jealousy is a human. That's a human trait. Like I mean, but when it comes to us, if you look at our history in the country, and this is a great point that you're making about doing this on the anniversary of the first African in America, the first African American. I always say, there are black people all over the world, but the experience of the African American, the African that came from Africa to America, we're a different breed.
Definitely.
We're a different breed. Like, but Africans are different, Jamaicans, but the African American to go through that is different.
That chattel slavery is different.
And I tell people all the time, I'm like, if you took the history of the African American in America and say he was born on the beaches of Virginia, Jonesboro, Jamestown. If he was born there, that's where he was born, and his childhood was slavery, and then his teenage years was the Jim Crow era, or Reconstruction, or his adult years was the Jim Crow era, or his golden years was the Civil Rights era. If one person had to go through all of that, how would you think he would be mentally? Like if you took the history of if you condensed the history of black people into the life of one man and took his whole history through all of those periods, and then expect him to be a stand-up American patriot, loving citizen, you would be crazy to ask him to do that. So when I'm talking to other people and I'm trying to get them to look at black men or black people through a human lens, I usually use that example. Like, dude, like just take the history of like just take any man, white dude, say he came to America. He was born on Jamestown, Virginia, on the beaches. That was his birth. Then his childhood was slavery. Then his teenage years was Reconstruction period. Then his adult years was Jim Crow era. Then his golden years was civil rights. Come on, man. That dude should be in the street banging.
Right.